Superman is an American superhero film. Clark Kent. Superman stops the nation of Baravia from invading neighboring Jarkanpur and warns Baravian President Vasil Hurkos to leave the country in peace. In Metropolis, he suffers his first defeat at the hands of the metahuman Hammer of Baravia and retreats to the Fortress of Solitude in Antarctica with his dog Krypto. They are pursued by Angela Spica / the Engineer, an ally of billionaire Lex Luthor. Superman's robots heal him with concentrated solar radiation and play a message from his parents, Jor-El and Lara Lorvan, though it is damaged and only the first part can be heard. Superman returns and is again defeated by the Hammer, revealed to be Luthor's meta-human clone. Ultraman. During an interview with Lois Lane, a dispute arises over the legality of his actions in Baravia. Luthor distracts the city with a kaiju attack to infiltrate the fortress and abduct Krypto. The Engineer restores the second half of the message, in which Superman's parents urge him to conquer Earth and rebuild the Kryptonian race. Public opinion turns against him. After a confrontation with Luthor, Superman surrenders to the US government, which hands him over to Luthor. In an artificial pocket universe, he is held by Metamorphos, but with their help escapes, rescuing Krypto and others. Lois takes him to his adoptive parents, who remind him that his choices, not his heritage, define him. Meanwhile, Luthor's assistant Eve Teschmacher gives Jimmy Olsen proof of Luthor's deal with Baravia. Luthor opens an unstable portal that splits Metropolis in half. Superman sends a team to stop Baravia's renewed invasion, while he and Mr. Terrific fight the Engineer and Ultraman, ultimately defeating the clone. Luthor admits he orchestrated the conflict to discredit Superman, but Lois and Jimmy expose him. Luthor is arrested, the captives are freed, and Lois confesses her love for Clark. At the fortress, his cousin Kara Zor-El arrives to collect Krypto, while the robots comfort him with childhood memories on Earth. Jurassic World Rebirth is a 2025 American sci-fi action film. In 2008, InGen operates a dinosaur research lab on St. Hubert Island in the Atlantic Ocean. Genetic experiments produce transgenic and mutated dinosaurs, including a six-limbed Tyrannosaurus called Distortus Rex, which escapes, kills a worker, and forces an emergency evacuation. By 2025, Earth's climate is mostly uninhabitable for dinosaurs, with a few survivors confined to equatorial no-go zones, where prehistoric-like ecosystems remain. Martin Krebs, head of pharmaceutical giant Parker Genix, hires former covert operative Zora Bennett and paleontologist Dr. Henry Loomis to collect DNA samples from three giant prehistoric creatures: a mosasaur, a titanosaur, and a Quetzalcoatlus, believed to hold a cure for heart disease. Zora recruits old friend Duncan Kincaid, boat pilot Leclerc, mercenary Nina, and security chief Bobby Atwater. Their expedition to St. Hubert collides with another story. Ruben Delgado sailing with his daughters Isabella and Teresa, plus Teresa's disliked boyfriend Xavier Dobbs. A mosasaur attack wrecks their boat. The expedition rescues them, but a follow-up assault with a Spinosaurus kills Bobby and strands them on the dangerous island. Nina also falls victim to the Spinosaurus during a shoreline ambush. The team successfully collects a titanosaur sample and heads for a Quetzalcoatlus nest in a cliffside temple. The massive creature returns, killing Leclerc, but Zora and Henry escape with an egg. Meanwhile, Ruben's family encounters dangerous dinosaurs, including the winged hybrid Mutodon, and befriends a small Aquilops named Dolores. At the abandoned InGen facility, the groups reunite. Martin betrays them, stealing the samples at gunpoint and attempting to reach a rescue helicopter. Distortus Rex destroys it and devours Martin in a violent attack. Survivors flee through dark tunnels, with Isabella unlocking a gate to reach a boat, while Duncan distracts the predator using a flare. With the mission complete and all samples recovered, Zora and Henry vow to release the new medicine without patents, making it available to the entire world. Good Fortune, Luck is an upcoming American comedy film from Garum Films, O Brother Productions, Keep Your Head, and Young Pictures. The story follows Gabriel, Keanu Reeves, a budget guardian angel whose plan to show struggling man Arj, Aziz Ansari, that money doesn't solve everything. By swapping his body with wealthy employer Jeff, Seth Rogen, backfires. Arj thrives with Jeff's wealth, while Gabriel loses his wings and must live among humans. Forced to room with the displaced Jeff, Gabriel watches his angelic duties unravel, leading to chaos on Earth. Luck will premiere at the Toronto International Film Festival in September 2025 and release in the US on October 17, 2025. Nobody 2 is an upcoming American action thriller and the direct sequel to the hit film Nobody, 2021, which gained acclaim for its unique blend of brutal fight scenes and sharp humor. The story follows Hutch Mansell, Bob Odenkirk, who appears to be an ordinary family man, but is actually a former elite government auditor, a covert operative tasked with eliminating the most dangerous threats. After taking down a powerful Russian crime syndicate, Hutch tries to return to a peaceful life with his wife Becca, Connie Nielsen, and their children Blake and Abby. However, peace is only an illusion. Old enemies don't forget, and new threats emerge on the horizon. When a shadowy coalition of international assassins and crime lords decide Hutch must be eliminated, his family becomes the target. Forced to take up arms again, Hutch reunites with his lethal family. His resilient and gun-savvy father David, Christopher Lloyd, and his brother Harry, RZA, a true martial arts expert, to face this new danger. In this sequel, the enemies are even deadlier. Highly organized, well-equipped criminals with a complex web of connections. New characters add intrigue. A cunning crime boss, played by Sharon Stone, a mysterious double-agent government operative, Colin Hanks, and a cold, tactical enforcer, John Ortiz, who seems to know Hutch's every move. Directed by Ilya Naishuller and written by Derek Kolstad, known for their ability to combine spectacular action with deep storytelling and witty dialogue, Nobody 2 promises even bigger and more dangerous fight sequences. Expect intense shootouts, complex stunts, and an exploration of Hutch's inner conflict. Can he truly leave his past behind, or will the nobody inside him remain forever part of his identity? Alongside Bob Odenkirk, Michael Ironside, Colin Salmon, Billy McClellan, Gage Monroe, and Paisley Cadarath return to their roles, joined by Colin Hanks, John Ortiz, and Sharon Stone as new faces. The film is scheduled for release in North America on August 15, 2025, and is expected to be one of the most anticipated blockbusters of the year, especially for fans of high-stakes action thrillers with deep emotional layers.
Godzilla X Kong: The New Empire is a 2024 American monster film. 3 years after defeating Mechagodzilla, Kong has established a new territory in Hollow Earth and searches for others like him. On the surface, Godzilla maintains order between humans and titans. After killing the Titan Scylla in Rome, he attacks a nuclear plant in France to absorb radiation, then heads to the Arctic lair of the Titan Tiamat. Monarch's outpost in Hollow Earth detects...
Americana is a gripping 2023 American crime thriller that immerses viewers into the shadowy underworld of crime, betrayal, and moral complexity. The film centers on a war veteran who returns home seeking peace, but instead becomes entangled in a dangerous web of violence and corruption. Following the tragic death of his brother, deeply involved with a powerful local mafia network, the protagonist embarks on a relentless mission to uncover the truth behind the killing and bring those responsible to justice. As he delves deeper, he encounters a labyrinth of corrupt law enforcement officers, merciless gangsters, and enigmatic figures who pull the strings from behind the scenes. The story explores themes of loyalty, revenge, and the blurred lines between right and wrong. It highlights the internal struggle of a man torn between upholding the law and taking justice into his own hands, all while trying to protect his remaining family from the escalating dangers. Visually, Americana captivates with its moody, atmospheric cinematography, punctuated by gritty urban landscapes and intense, shadow-filled scenes that evoke a sense of foreboding and suspense. The film's sharp editing and a haunting, tension-building score amplify the emotional weight and relentless pace of the narrative. The cast features a lineup of critically acclaimed actors, delivering powerful and nuanced performances that bring the complex characters to life. Their portrayals add layers of depth and authenticity, grounding the film's high-stakes drama in raw human emotion. Directed with a keen eye for detail and narrative tension, Americana masterfully blends classic crime thriller elements with modern storytelling techniques. It balances explosive action sequences and psychological drama, creating a riveting cinematic experience that keeps audiences on the edge of their seats. Since its 2023 release, Americana has received widespread praise from critics and viewers alike for its gripping storyline, strong screenplay, and unexpected twists that challenge conventional genre expectations. This film stands out as a compelling exploration of justice and vengeance in a morally ambiguous world. The Bad Guys 2 is a 2025 American animated heist comedy. After defeating Professor Marmalade and being released from prison, the bad guys try to reform, but struggle to fit into society. Wolf, Shark, Piranha, and Tarantula fail to find jobs, while Snake is often away. Wolf grows closer to Diane, the governor, but their relationship is complicated by his criminal past. Inspired by Diane, Wolf helps Commissioner Luggins track down the Phantom Bandit, a criminal who cannot be traced. They suspect Snake, but later find out he was with his new girlfriend, Susan. At a wrestling tournament, the bad guys are framed for the Phantom Bandit's crimes. Wolf calls Diane to help clear their names. Later, they are kidnapped by female criminals Kitty Cat, Pigtail Petrova, and Doom. Kitty blackmails Diane using secret footage revealing her former criminal identity, Crimson Paw. Kitty's plan is to steal the Moon X rocket and use it to grab all the world's gold using a special metal called MacGuffinite. The bad guys steal the rocket owner's smartwatch but get trapped by Kitty. She uploads footage exposing Diane's secret identity, turning public opinion and the police against them. Diane sneaks onto the rocket to help. Kitty uses the rocket's magnet to attract Gold and Marmalade's limousine. Wolf steals the smartwatch to steer the rocket to the space station, destroying the magnet and returning the gold. Kitty tries to kill Wolf, but Diane stops her. Wolf and Diane share a kiss. The bad guys escape as the space station falls. Kitty goes to prison, Doom and Pigtail get community service, and Luggins fakes their deaths so they can become secret agents. Marmalade escapes to his home planet in a spaceship limousine. Elio is an upcoming 2025 American animated sci-fi comedy that tells the story of an imaginative and socially awkward 11-year-old boy named Elio. When he accidentally makes first contact with an alien civilization, Elio is suddenly whisked away across the galaxy to serve as Earth's ambassador to a vast and colorful intergalactic council. Thrown into a dazzling world filled with strange creatures, futuristic technology, and unfamiliar customs, Elio struggles to fit in and prove himself despite his youth and inexperience. Throughout his cosmic journey, he must navigate complex diplomatic challenges, bizarre alien politics, and unexpected dangers, all while trying to represent humanity with honesty and heart. Along the way, Elio forms unlikely friendships with a diverse group of extraterrestrial beings, each with their own quirks and stories. These new bonds help him grow in confidence and courage, teaching him important lessons about acceptance, identity, and the power of embracing one's uniqueness. The film blends vibrant, imaginative animation with witty humor and heartfelt storytelling, making it an engaging adventure for audiences of all ages. It celebrates the wonder of childhood curiosity and the importance of standing up for oneself, even when the odds seem overwhelming. Elio promises to be a heartwarming and inspiring tale that explores themes of friendship, bravery, and self-discovery. With its captivating visuals and emotionally rich narrative, it is set to become a beloved family favorite when it premieres in 2025. Zootopia 2 is the highly anticipated sequel to the 2016 animated hit Zootopia, set to release in 2025. The story follows Judy Hopps, the determined rabbit police officer, and Nick Wilde, the sly fox-turned-partner, as they tackle a new mysterious case threatening the peace of Zootopia. As tensions rise among different animal communities, Judy and Nick must navigate political intrigue and unexpected villains to uncover the truth behind strange events shaking the city. The film continues to explore themes of diversity, acceptance, and unity, while introducing new characters and expanding the vibrant world of Zootopia. With stunning animation, humor, and heartfelt moments, Zootopia 2 promises thrilling adventures and important messages about empathy and understanding. Judy and Nick's courage and teamwork will be put to the test in this exciting family film of 2025. Materialists is a 2025 American drama thriller about ambition, greed, and human values. Alex Carter, a successful tech entrepreneur, has wealth and power but becomes consumed by the desire for more: money, control, and recognition. As his startup grows, Alex's obsession strains his relationships with his estranged sister Emma and loyal partner Maya. When a scandal reveals unethical practices, he faces a moral choice between protecting his empire or doing what's right. The film explores capitalism, family, and redemption, offering a gripping story that challenges viewers to reflect on what truly matters. Set in a high-stakes corporate world, Materialists is about power, sacrifice, and searching for meaning beyond wealth. Predator, Killer of Killers is a 2025 sci-fi action thriller continuing the Predator franchise. Maya Carter, a Special Forces operative, is tasked with hunting a new, more dangerous breed of predators after mysterious killings worldwide. As Maya faces relentless attacks, she uncovers shocking truths about the predators' origins and their mission on Earth. The film features intense combat, suspense, and themes of survival and human resilience. With thrilling action and cutting-edge effects, Predator, Killer of Killers expands the Predator universe and is a must-watch for fans of sci-fi and action. How to Train Your Dragon is a 2010 animated fantasy adventure film set in the Viking village of Berk, where fighting dragons is a way of life. The story follows Hiccup, a young and inventive Viking who struggles to live up to his tribe's expectations of being a fierce dragon slayer. When Hiccup finally manages to injure a rare and feared Night Fury dragon, he instead befriends the injured creature, whom he names Toothless. Through this secret friendship, Hiccup discovers that dragons are not the dangerous enemies his village believes them to be. As Hiccup learns to understand and train Toothless, he challenges the village's long-held prejudices against dragons and sets out to change their perspective. Together, they must confront a greater threat that endangers both Vikings and dragons alike. Filled with heart, humor, and thrilling aerial action, How to Train Your Dragon is a story about courage, friendship, and breaking down barriers to create understanding between different worlds. The Old Guard 2 is the highly anticipated sequel to the 2020 action fantasy film, The Old Guard. The story continues to follow a covert group of immortal warriors led by Andy, who have secretly protected humanity for centuries by fighting unseen battles across the globe. In this new chapter, the team faces even greater dangers as their immortality becomes increasingly exposed to the world. Powerful enemies and shadowy organizations seek to capture and exploit their unique abilities for their own dark agendas. At the same time, the immortals must deal with personal struggles, including the emotional toll of eternal life and the complex dynamics within their team. As new allies and threats emerge, Andy and her comrades must unite to protect their secret and prevent catastrophic consequences. The film deepens themes of loyalty, sacrifice, and the search for purpose beyond endless existence. Packed with intense combat scenes, emotional storytelling, and rich character development, The Old Guard 2 promises to expand the franchise's mythology and deliver an exhilarating experience for both new viewers and longtime fans alike. The Conjuring. Last Rites is the eagerly awaited fourth chapter in the Conjuring horror franchise, following the real-life paranormal investigations of Ed and Lorraine Warren. The Warrens are summoned to a remote countryside home where a family is plagued by a terrifying and malevolent spirit that grows more violent with each passing day. This haunting is more sinister than anything they have encountered before, deeply connected to ancient forbidden rituals known as the Last Rites, which have unleashed powerful demonic forces seeking to cross over into the living world. As the Warrens investigate, they uncover chilling secrets tied to occult ceremonies and a relentless evil entity determined to destroy everything in its path. Facing not only the supernatural threat, but also their own personal fears, Ed and Lorraine must push their faith and courage to the limits to protect the innocent family. The investigation draws them into harrowing encounters with dark forces that challenge their bond and test their resilience. Exploring themes of good versus evil, faith, sacrifice, and the power of hope amidst darkness. The Conjuring. Last Rites delivers a gripping combination of emotional depth and spine-tingling horror that will keep fans on the edge of their seats. Dangerous Animals is an upcoming intense action thriller that follows a diverse group of individuals who become stranded in a vast, remote wilderness teeming with some of the deadliest and most aggressive wildlife on the planet. What begins as a routine expedition quickly turns into a harrowing battle for survival when the group faces relentless and coordinated attacks from nature's most fearsome predators, including wolves, bears, and other lethal creatures. As they struggle to navigate the hostile environment, the group's unity is tested by rising tensions, fear, and mistrust, threatening to tear them apart from within. Amidst the struggle for survival, they uncover a dark conspiracy involving a powerful organization that has been manipulating animal behavior through unethical experiments and secret agendas. This revelation puts them in even greater danger as ruthless human adversaries join the hunt, willing to do whatever it takes to silence the truth. The film delves into powerful themes of survival, human resilience, trust, and the primal instincts that emerge when people are pushed beyond their limits. With heart-pounding action scenes, suspenseful twists, and emotionally charged moments, Dangerous Animals promises to deliver a thrilling, edge-of-your-seat experience that explores the fragility of life and the strength found in unexpected alliances.